Yeah, hi. So I'm Lee Clark, Head of Sales at Hettich UK. I've been with the business 9 years now, but 27 years in the industry in varying roles. So I'm here today with Scott Slater, Managing Director of Kesseler, to have a conversation about our partnership and where we see the two brands going in the future, how we're aligned and how we can support them going forward. For me, the people of Hettich and our mantra on the way we work with customers, we always see it as a partnership.
Likewise.
And I think the testament is almost there that since day one, since the inception of Kesseler, I know you've gone through quite a number of changes over the years, changing business direction, etc. And to still be with that original supplier of hardware.
That's probably the one thing that has never changed throughout all, through the sunny days and the rainy days.
Yeah.
It's always been one of our core supply partners.
Good. I mean, the economy itself's given us a few challenges. COVID came along, through some challenges. Products have changed. Consumers' outlook and requirements from kitchens have changed massively. So I think from Hettich's point of view, the relationship we've got with Kesseler is really strong. I think there's a lot of common aims, common goals there. So for me, it's great.
Yeah, and we're seeing more and more drawers and hinges and pieces of hardware that are required to meet customer needs and demands.
Yeah, and I think things that we look at as a supplier is trying to look ahead as to what's coming next. We know the generation in the UK is getting older and older. So the functionality of drawers over hinge doors, people's aspirations and styles, it's going more drawer-led than hinge door-led.
And things having to last.
Correct.
We don't want to be having drawer comebacks or hinge comebacks in years to come. We offer a lifetime warranty.
Yep. More
often than not, we're doing kitchens in people's forever homes. If we hear, I'm not going to be doing this again, this is the final property we want to be in, that's great for us.
And again, it's the reputation of Kesseler as a brand. If you've got callbacks after callbacks, then customers are not going to come to you when they move home. If they move home, when they want an extra room doing, you've done the kitchen. They want the dressing room doing, they want utility room doing. There's always that keeping up with the Joneses.
The supply chain is the foundation of the value proposition.
Yeah.
If we offer a lifetime warranty and the quality and what we do, our supply chain has to meet that.
And back you up.
And back us up hidden. It's got to just be done as a matter of course, not as an extra.
Yes.
So kitchens now, as a design-led company, we have to have design at the forefront of what we do, but making the functional space part of the design. The most functional kitchen might not look great because it has to serve an absolute precise purpose. I think that's where people like us together have got to create something that both looks amazing to start with, but is also elegant and effortlessly functional.
Agreed. I mean, just throwing boxes on a wall isn't going to sell the dream. So customers, your customers and our customers, we need to sell this concept to yourselves, which we clearly did years ago. Using that space properly. Touched on the fact that as the ageing population is getting on, less bending, less stretching, having the things you need where you need them when you need them. Houses are getting smaller and smaller. Maximising that square footage is paramount. So having a solution where the end user can get what they need when they need it is vitally important. And that's something we as an entity spend a lot of time at looking at, is the future needs of society. And if any way we can help influence decision making so that you've got a solution in your showrooms when your clients come in and go, never seen that before. That's exactly what I need, because that will make my life so much easier. If that's something unique to you, that's the USP that client wants. And it's different. We know it's different. One USP for yourself is completely different to a USP for me.
Yeah.
We're all different. We're all individuals, and it's having a solution for everybody.
And I'll probably counter that in some way that a lot of our clients are making their space a lot bigger. So they might have started with a small space, discovered the inadequacies of what a smaller, less designed kitchen is about, want to do the extension, or the downstairs remodel to inevitably make the kitchen space or living space bigger so they can get away from the drawbacks they had from the smaller space.
So do you find then that throughout the design process, as your team start talking with the clients, that they are almost highlighting pitfalls in what they want? And actually, if you take this wall out, because of the solutions we can offer you, we can actually give you a better quality of life.
So if they come to a designer with no clue what they want and let the designer lead it, the designer should be asking the correct questions at that stage of what don't you like about your current kitchen, what problems are we overcoming that you currently live with. Or on the flip side, clients will come to our designers and say, we're doing a downstairs extension, and then it's the designer's job to fit the perfect design into that space.
So with a blank piece of paper, they can almost tailor everything, cherry pick certain bits that they know is going to make life easy, and then build the rest around that.
Yeah. So trying to overcome compromise, so there's no compromises.
And there should be no compromises.
It shouldn't be. And a good designer will be able to create a hierarchy of requirement of what's the most important, down to, if we had to not have one thing, what's the least. But that's obviously, you're trying to avoid that.
Correct. Because almost at that point you're compromising on the ideal.
Yeah. With a blank space, you've got a lot more runway to get the perfect design in that space. I can get a lot cheaper drawers from many different places, and it would be all too easy to do that. Dealing with a proper level company who are innovators, not just copiers, that's where we've got to be.
Yes.
There is always a cheaper option, and it's not in our interests really to be looking at that.
And I think for me, this comes right back to the starting point, the partnership, in the fact that as a supplier to Kesseler, I look at what you stand for as a manufacturer and your selling features around your cabinets, your cabinetry from day one, and the fact that you were bold enough to say you'd got the best cabinet out in the market, and everyone agrees it's a great cabinet, and to have great hardware in it. The two putting great hardware in a very poor cabinet feels alien. Having a great cabinet and putting inferior hardware in it is equally alien.
Yeah.
So to position two brands together like Hettich and Kesseler is a perfect fit. So looking at the evolution of the Kesseler brand supported with Hettich, and I look back from my time 9-10 years ago when I came in, and I can see where Kesseler have gone and moved to and where Kesseler's heading to, and it's exciting to be part of that. And some of the innovations we've got that are coming and just arrived to bring in and hopefully introduce into Kesseler to take that and continue that journey, I think is really promising and exciting.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And when you do bring these out, we'll be waiting to see them.
Yes. Yep. I mean, that was our first trip 9 years ago, was to see a brand new drawer that you would have been the first in the UK. As it happened, that drawer changed in style.
Yeah.
But I would say, leading brand in the industry, it's important that we speak to you early on in the design process, because you've got great knowledge of the market and the insight from yourself and other customers we deal with. As a manufacturer and an engineering company, sometimes you can get a bit blinkered. So getting the insight from valued partners is great, because we might be heading slightly off direction and you can turn and say, well, have you thought about this? Turn it back slightly. There's no point in creating solutions for the market if they are the solutions that are not the right solution.
There's a lot of products that have solved a problem that never existed.
Correct. Because sometimes you don't know that problem exists because it's not highlighted. You show a solution and they go, wow, that's great. Didn't actually know I needed that, but now I do. We know there's other solutions that come up that actually don't solve the problem. It's just something that's nice and it's gimmicky.
Yeah, it gives the R&D team a good feeling, but doesn't actually solve any genuine customer pain points or wishes.
Correct. And if there's no desire from the client to even buy it, you've created this thing that sits there that nobody actually wants.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the foundation of Hettich, that they've got good products that actually do meet needs. Drawers in every size, hinges for every angle.
Yep.
So it just allows us to make cabinets and products that would otherwise look a bit obscure.
Correct. So what is the future for Kesseler? Where do you see yourselves going?
Brand expansion, footprint expansion with dedicated franchise partners who believe what we believe and can help us take the brand to every client that we can possibly help.
So from a standing start in terms of, so when was the first franchise?
2020.
2020. So start of 2026, you've got how many franchises now?
15 now.
15 with a target of getting to
50.
50
and beyond.
And beyond. Okay. So, and what do you see the key drivers of getting to that 50?
Again, the right franchise partners who believe what we believe, where we're aligned on goals and values. Getting the right designers in place who can design for the client's requirements, not just the sale.
Yep. And I'm guessing when you get a new designer on as the owners of the brand, there's a period of training and education you provide for them.
Yeah, and it's beyond just sticking the boxes on the wall and just general ability to design. It's about what our clients actually look for. So we've got our ideal customer profile set out for Kesseler, and we know who we're trying to help. Yeah. And it just makes the conversation a lot easier when we know who we're looking for out of our...
Okay. And during that education process, is there support that we can provide and do provide? And getting over, I guess, from a Hettich point of view, how do we help you to help your new designers?
Keep doing what you're doing in the day-to-day. Keep educating us on what's coming next, so it arms us to create the products that the designers can use.
Yeah, good. So living into the work the team in Germany do about future trends and mega trends.
Yeah.
And I always think that's really difficult for them as a team. They're designing for trends that haven't yet become.
Yeah.
So we're designing furniture and hardware now for a trend we think we'll be here in 3 years' time.
Yeah.
So some of the things we've seen recently, hopefully we'll see in Kesseler showrooms in 3 and 4 years' time.
Yeah, and some of them will be misses, some of them will be big hits.
Yeah.
But to innovate, you've got to risk.
Correct.
And that goes for us as well. We have to take the leap when you guys talk about a trend.
Again, I think that comes back to being bold and being brave, thinking outside the box, being different, and having confidence in your brand in the way that we have confidence in our brand. So we know our hardware is great. You having confidence in your brand, and I think in your position as managing director, you being confident, that level of confidence filters down to the sales team, to the franchisees, that they're confident in the product they've got, that if they get that sale's done. It's in, the job looks great, the kitchen looks great, they can move on to the next. And have you seen my kitchen? Oh, we got it from Kesseler. The knock on from that, the word of mouth, the good vibes. I think that's vitally important that we support you with those.